As I sit here and think about getting the opportunity to sit with young men who will be graduating in 2027 for a Go In workshop presented by Men of Jesus, I'm thinking about the five things that I really want to be able to say to the young men and their parents. The five things that I really am excited about doing this workshop with them is, I think one is, the first thing is just the excitement of knowing that I'm walking young men through something that I didn't get before going into my senior year. And that's just the opportunity to talk through dreams and plans. I think the second thing is tied to that first thing is like, yeah, we're getting to talk about it and dialogue about dreams and plans. What does it look like coming out of high school for these young men? What does their senior year look like? Like, just what are some goals they have from August to May in this last year? But the second thing is just them getting to write it down in the Go In workbook. Like, I think there's something to being able to write it down. There is a thought that, or maybe it's actual research, that when you write down something, you're more likely to accomplish it versus just maybe having it in your holding it in your head and heart. And maybe even more so than verbalizing it, writing it down is just something. And then also it gives you something to go back and look at every week. And that's one of the things that I'm not sure if it's in the workbook itself, but just the idea of looking at your workbook every week or maybe even every day as far as the actual things on your superhero list that we will have them write down. The third thing is just applying God's word, which this is the most exciting part of it for me, is to be able to sit down with these young men and just talk about God's word and how it pertains to their life and how living it out as early as you can makes a difference for when you get older and not waiting until later in life to really say, man, I'm going to buckle down and really apply God's word to my life, let it change the way that I think so that it can transform me. And I think it's just a weight lifted when you start thinking about how God sees you, what his word says about you versus how the world can make people